I had to pretend to be a criminal to stay undercover. The craziest part of my undercover job was not getting chased by criminal. It was the night I had to prove I was a criminal by doing something I absolutely did not want to do. I was 3 months into an undercover operation against a group that was stealing expensive cars. My fake name was Jake. To them, I was just a new guy who wanted quick money. Everything was going fine, until one night their leader, Marcus, called me into a back room. He put a small box on the table. Then he looked at me and said, "Tonight, you prove you're one of us." Inside the box was a phone. He pointed at it. "Take this phone. Go inside the restaurant across the street. There is a guy sitting alone. Put the phone in his jacket." My heart dropped. That guy was an undercover detective. I knew exactly who he was. I also knew Marcus was watching me. If I refused, my cover was finished. So I grabbed the phone and walked across the street. I sat down beside the detective. He looked at me for half a second. Then he quietly said, "Do not react." I pretended not to hear him. I pulled out my wallet and started complaining about how expensive everything was. Then I leaned closer. I dropped the phone, but instead of putting it in his jacket, I kicked it under the table. The detective understood immediately. He stood up, looked annoyed, and walked away. I went back to Marcus. He stared at me. Then he smiled. Not bad. But he was not done testing me. He handed me a set of keys. "Drive the car outside." I walked to the parking lot. There was a stolen SUV waiting for me. I started the engine. That is when I noticed something terrifying. There was a tracking device hidden under the dashboard. And it wasn't from the police. Marcus had planted it. He was testing whether I was working for someone else. So I did something completely insane. I drove the SUV to a gas station, parked it, and walked inside. Then I smashed a cheap phone, put the pieces next to the tracking device, and left. Marcus thought I had destroyed the tracker. But the police had already found the SUV. That night, they arrested Marcus and the entire crew. Later, my boss told me something I still remember. "You didn't survive because you were fearless. You survived because you stayed calm when every move could expose you." And honestly, he was right. Because in undercover work, one wrong move can end everything.